Namaste. I wanted to take a moment today to talk about something that's been coming up quite a bit over the last several days with people that I work with in my private practice. This comes to something related to tapas. So I'm going to write that down. Tapas. And tapas is one of the niyamas or ethical principles in Raja Yoga, which is what Patanjali Yoga Sutras is all about. And tapas, literally the word tapas means to burn or like heat. And practicing tapas is about having that self-discipline to be able to stand into the fire of life, things that are difficult or challenging, and doing that so that we can continue to burn away things that are limiting us, learn how to move towards beliefs, patterns that tend to be more helpful to us, and in the end connect to authentically our true self or who we are. And so with tapas, what's been coming up is there's lots of things in life that are challenging. And in order to create change, we have to do something different. And this is something that pushes our comfort zone. I'm going to talk about that in a second. So I've heard a lot of like, well, this is going to be really hard, or this is not easy. It's hard. And that to me is tapas. And I'm going to say it's okay. It's okay that it's hard. It's okay that's challenging. That's part of life. And in order to create change, we're going to have to put in effort, and there's going to be some struggle. It is okay. That is tapas. The issue is when we say, oh, this is hard. This is too hard, or I don't know if I can do this. That's too hard. We start to make excuses of why we can't do something right now, or shouldn't do something, or maybe I need to do this instead first. That procrastination starts to happen, or putting things off. In order to make those changes that we all know that we need, we have to take action in the practice of tapas and push our comfort zones. So that's the other thing I wanted to mention was our comfort zones. There's a great diagram that I learned years and years ago through more wilderness therapy and experiential education that I wanted to share. That is another thing just to remind us that when we push our comfort zone, it's going to feel awkward. It's going to feel uncomfortable, and that's okay. You have to get comfortable in that, or not even maybe comfortable, more that accept that's part of the process of change. So that I call this, it's the comfort zone bullseye. All right. So in this bullseye, the center is our comfort zone. All right. And just because it's called our comfort zone doesn't mean that's the place we need to stay. We can be very comfortable in patterns that aren't good for us, aren't healthy for us, that aren't allowing us to reach our full potential or make the changes we want to. Sometimes comfort zone is okay, but sometimes it's now we've got to, in order to learn and grow, we have to push and expand beyond our comfort zone. So that's this coming out, so kind of expanding out. I call this the learning zone. And this learning zone will feel awkward, uncomfortable, just won't feel that great at times. It's because we are doing things that are new and different. And our system is set up, if something's new and different, to be a little bit more like, oh, is this going to be okay? We're moving into the unknown. So accepting that this is part of learning and growing. And the one thing just to be cautious of is sometimes we can be like, oh, so gung-ho, and push ourselves so hard that we can actually push ourselves into something called the panic zone. This is more where we reach more of a fight or flight, that our system gets so aroused that that we aren't able to learn at that point. So just being mindful of that. But for most of us, really, really thinking about and accepting that part of change and part of growth is pushing that comfort zone into the learning zone. And it's not going to feel all like rosy and tulipy and wonderful. There will be discomfort in it, but checking in with yourself and being like, okay, it's feeling awkward, but am I okay? And most time we are. And so my encouragement is to think about tapas, that niyama of self-discipline, to stay and do the work we need to do, take the action we need to take, and remember that it will feel uncomfortable until it becomes a new habit and a new comfort zone. All right. I hope all of you have found this helpful. I'd love to hear any comments or if you have any questions. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. Namaste.